What is going on, my beautiful friends and family? Welcome back to another video here on Team Acne. Today we are going to be reacting to a video called I Got Fillers for My Acne Scars, Macro Beauty Refinery 29. And this is gonna be interesting because there's a lot of professional treatments that you can do for your acne scars, and fillers are one of them. Basically, fillers are just when you inject fluid underneath your scars to raise that scar up and reduce the scar. So without further ado, let us start and just jump right into it.
I try all procedures on myself first, if I can. You need to make sure your patient knows that you know what you're doing and you're 100% confident.
My name is Jeanette Fawn, and I'm getting acne filler done today. My skin journey has been challenging. It's been about acne, it's been about scarring, it's been about overcoming self-consciousness, and it's been a troubled one. My confidence with my skin is constantly changing. I think that as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at being able to take myself out of a low place. I think that it's always been harder when I was an adolescent, not feeling like you were beautiful, not feeling like you had the porcelain skin that, everyone expects Asian women to have. I think my ultimate goal in terms of my journey with my skin is to feel fearless.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's very true what she's saying there. When you're younger, it definitely is harder when you have acne and acne scars because you're fresher with it. You haven't experienced as much life, and it's like, it's new. You're like, man, everyone's pointing it out. And as you get older, I think you get used to the fact that some people are dicks, and so you gotta get a little callous, and it's still tough. Not saying that it ever is easy, but it does get relatively easier.
My name is Dr. Anna Guanche. I'm a board-certified dermatologist. I take care of a lot of celebrities out in Calabasas, California. Dermatology schooling is a long road. You have to get into med school and do really well because dermatology is the most competitive residency right now. Acne scarring filler is very popular. That's another procedure that increases confidence. A lot of people have a lot of emotion tied to their acne scarring. Filler is made out of hyaluronic acid, so it's like a polysaccharide, like a protein sugar, and it's the same stuff that is in between all your cells. We call that interstitial fluid, and it's the same stuff that's in your eyeballs and in your joint fluid. Basically, you're injecting an inert substance that you will not react to because you already have that in your body.
My fiance.
Yeah, so hyaluronic acid is actually used in a lot of like hydrophilic bandages and hydrocolloid bandages. Basically, it just attracts water and moisture. So a lot of times you'll see people put those hydrocolloid bandages on their cysts and it'll suck some of the fluid out. But yeah, so it has been used in a lot of fillers because of that reason. It helps to kind of keep moisture in the area.
And I are actually taking our engagement photos in a couple weeks. And so I think I would love to have this extra boost of confidence to feel like I don't have to worry about my face and my scars on them. I am a nerd when it comes to information. Whenever I get something done, I usually do a ton of research and I come in ready to talk medical terms. So I would love if the doctor kind of gave me a mini consult and talked me through what she saw, what her thoughts were, what she was thinking, and what her strategy is. I think that's where I really feel like confident in who's doing the procedure and why we're doing it.
The easier ones to correct are these, sort of shallow ones. Mm-hmm. Those are pretty easy in general for me to correct. The ice pick ones that I see on the other cheek, those are a little tougher to fill. Often they have a pore associated with them and I try to put filler and it just comes right out of there. Right. But we'll try. I've been doing my own Botox for years and my own filler. I know how to put the needle in to where it hurts a little bit less just because of that experience of knowing what it feels like.
Okay, just like quick sidebar, needles freak me out. Like definitely really good treatment for acne scars, but man, they freak me out. But yeah, with ice pick scars, a lot of times subcision is used, which is where they stick like a needle under your scar and then swash it around, and that breaks up the scar tissue that's holding that acne scar down, and then they'll use filler to level it out. We'll see what she does.
I'm probably most anxious about the needles.
When I start injecting, I'm looking at the needle, I'm looking at the syringe to see how much I'm injecting, I'm looking at the skin to see how it's reacting, and at the same time, I'm looking at their chest to see if it's rising and falling the way it needs to, and I'll be like, take a deep breath. And they go, how'd you know I was holding my breath? I'm like, I'm watching you.
I think that it's gonna be kind of scary having this needle poke around your face and not being able to see what's going on and not knowing exactly what's happening or what it's gonna look like. I think that's kind of terrifying.
We do the numbing, we do a topical anesthetic. We compound one that's really strong so it makes the injections tolerable. I'm going to inject Jeanette with a hyaluronic acid filler using the tiniest diameter needle that I can with filler, which is 30 gauge.
Yo, I don't know if you guys are like me, but yeah, I've had needles in my face and my body before, but like, whew, not my favorite thing to look at. It's just kind of gross. Like, I'm okay with it, right? But it's just like, I don't know, ever since I was a little kid, I always had like a thing with like feeling the needle slide in and then slide out of your skin, and like that little friction and texture that comes from it. It just gives me like the heebie-jeebies, dude. It's like when someone scratches like a chalkboard. It's kind of that kind of a thing for me. So anyways, let's keep watching it and just keep giving me the heebie-jeebies.
It's gonna look a little bumpy and welty because we have to put the filler so superficial right under the skin where the indented scar is, so they don't look more smooth right away. You did great. You've got a great pain tolerance. It's awesome.
Amazing.
And so you don't have to do anything special. You can ice again this evening if you want to. The swelling, a lot of it goes down by this evening, but it's gonna get even better over the following few days.
Wow. I mean, I see a lot of the scars that I've been noticing more filled in. The transformation that I saw was nearly immediate.
Hold on. Is she wearing makeup in the second one? Yo, come on. You can't wear makeup you can't not wear makeup in the before and then wear makeup in the after. Like, look at her eyes, for example. You can tell that she's wearing makeup in the second one, and then I think I can see foundation. I'm just saying, like, you gotta keep the before and after is the exact same. So if you're gonna wear makeup in the before, then wear it in the after, or don't wear it at all. But keep the lighting and everything the same so we can see exactly the differences. That's always a pet peeve of mine when it comes to before and after videos. I feel like people always change it so that the after always looks better. I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you feel about that?
Definitely think that I had preconceived notions about injectables and those kind of beauty regimens. I think that I have more of an open mind now to them. I think there's nothing wrong with having a procedure done if it makes you feel a bit better, it makes you feel a little bit more confident, makes you feel powerful.
I was happy after I injected her. I thought a lot of her most noticeable scars, which were on her cheeks, had plumped out. And even though they were welted, I can see through welts because I've done so many injection treatments.
I was trying to stay so still for her so that she wouldn't make a mistake. And she actually ended up talking to me saying, most of my clients move around and they talk when I'm doing this, it's totally fine. And I was just so petrified to move. I was staying just so still and not saying anything to her. And she was like, okay.
Yeah, that's me too. When I got my Dermapen treatments, I got 3 in my life. I was just like, do not move. Barely move mouth, and they're talking to me and stuff, and I'm like, could you not talk to me so don't move at all? And they're like, dude, you can move, it's fine. But I'm one of those people too. Anyways, I can see a difference in her face for sure. It's not a huge difference, but I do see a difference.
I honestly expected nothing really to happen. I think that some of my acne scars are pretty bad, and I didn't really think that I would actually see a difference. I thought, why not give it a try and see if there's anything that comes out of it? And I think that the actual results were surprising to me, to actually be able to see a difference myself, and beyond that, have other people actually notice it too.
And don't go to any Botox parties or filler parties or anything like that, because my issue with it is they don't have all the equipment they need to dissolve if there was a problem, which is a rare problem of vessel occlusion. They need to have all the equipment there. And what happens if you don't like it? Who are you going to follow up with if they just came to somebody's house and you have no office to go back to?
So the aftercare with this procedure was super minimal and super easy. Dr. Guanche literally spent a minute talking to me about it, and aftercare included icing your face right after the procedure, and from her words, you're able to go to the club that night.
If I can allow people to feel a little bit better and a little more confident in whatever way it takes out of all my 15 devices or fillers or Botox or whatever, then that makes me happy because...
All right, yeah, so I think this is a good video, right? I personally didn't see a huge difference in her face, but I did see some differences. Like, once you get past the before and afters that I was kind of like, you know, being a little grumpy about, I do see her face look a little tighter. And there's tons of scientific evidence that fillers are great and people have seen great results from them. So it is definitely an acne treatment that is useful for a lot of people, especially with ice pick and rolling scars, boxcar scars, really all of them, I suppose. But yeah, then also you can do home treatments too. So those treatments, like fillers and stuff, are relatively expensive. So I suggest usually, if you really want to, do a professional treatment that costs a lot of money if you have it. Then follow up for the rest of the year with at-home treatments to further the results that you originally had. If you don't have any money for the professional treatments, then just go for the home treatments. The effectiveness, I think, from my personal experience, is the same. It just takes longer, which is fine. It's, you know, it's something you can do every single week, no big deal. You just add very small results over 52 weeks, and that's 52 small results that add up to a bigger result. So what I've personally done is 3 professional dermapen treatments. Then from that point on, I started using Banish acne scars, the whole lineup for a little bit over a year and a half, I think just about a year and a half now, and I've seen huge improvements. I've done a couple videos showing my before and afters. You can check those out on my channel. But yeah, I've definitely seen maybe a 30 or 40% improvement from using the Banish stuff. So you can use the Banisher. You can also use the pumpkin enzyme mask, which is like a glycolic acid chemical peel, and then all the vitamin C helps with collagen regrowth and also just like with redness and stuff, which is awesome for mitigating discoloration. So yeah, definitely check all that stuff out. Use my code Brian5. Definitely really high quality products, vegan, cruelty free, made in small batches, so it's all potent. Yeah, check all that stuff out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this video. I'd love to do more reaction videos, so if you enjoyed it, let me know what you thought in the comments below. Give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Remember, you are not alone, you are beautiful, and you are part of Team Acne. See you guys in the next video.